that was like a bolt of lightning. I just never expected it. And I don't think anyone else did either. These are both very big ideas, some of the biggest ideas I have ever come across in my investing lifetime.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day. And today we're going to talk about ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood, who recently came out with an update on the stock market, the economy, as well as a couple of investments you need to keep an eye out for moving forward, as well as one thing every investor needs to do in order to succeed in 2021. On top of this, her prediction on Tesla that it would reach $4,000 a share finally came true this past week when Tesla hit $800 per share. This is after the 5-to-1 split. We're going to go over all of this and a little bit more. But if you enjoy this sort of content, then it would really mean a lot if you could like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on those bell notifications so you'll be notified every time I post a new video, and comment down below your favorite stock right now. For those of you who are new here, my name is Michael. I'm 21 years old, an entrepreneur and investor. And last year alone, our public account on Patreon, which is currently sitting around $585,000, increased over 105%. This year, we're trying to get this account up to $1 million. And if you'd like to see the trades and the investments I'm making in this account when I buy a stock, when I sell a stock, if you want exclusive content that I don't share on YouTube, and if you want pre-release access to my new show called The Stock Room, where I talk about stocks with my 80-year-old friend who's a millionaire, investor, and entrepreneur, as well as a couple of other benefits, well, then make sure to join our group using the link down below. We have a limited number of spots left. So anyways, ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood just came out with a market update on the stock market, the economy, where she sees the stock market going in 2021.
The market seems to be focusing on the stimulus and the odds that we will have at least another $1 trillion of stimulus. And so the market is running with that. And it's both cyclicals and growth stocks. So that's somewhat unusual. So the bull market is broadening out. So I can say I was wrong about what I believe the impact on the stock market was going to be, certainly in the short term, and I hope in the long term.
While the stock market is at record highs right now, many investors have been concerned about a crash coming. Cathie Wood says while this is a possibility, people should be keeping cash on hand. They shouldn't have all their money invested. They should have some cash on hand in order to take advantage of these opportunities. She said you can't predict when this is going to happen. And in the short term, at least right now, she thinks that we're in still a strong bull market and stocks are going to continue to rise, at least in the short term, especially with all of this money coming into the economy, with more stimulus being expected from the Joe Biden administration, the infrastructure bill that they're looking to pass, as well as more money for sustainable energy.
We think that the forces in motion, and which started last year, are still in motion, and that the equity markets are basically saying they will continue through this year. We think we're in a very strong recovery on balance, with the occasional wobble as we negotiate the coronavirus. We think there could be an earnings explosion. And we're already seeing the surprises relative to expectations. They are some of the biggest surprises I've ever seen in my career relative to expectations. And last year, we believe the S&P 500 delivered $100 in earnings on average for the year. The year before, it was $140. Now, the fourth quarter estimates are coming up rapidly, and we will get those results. So we were probably north of $100. But now it is looking like, given the momentum exiting the year, that earnings in 2021 could approach $200. So that would be a doubling from a very low base last year. And that will be some momentum for the markets to continue and run with.
Right now, she believes that we're going to continue to see growth into 2021. However, there's one or two investments in particular that she has spoken about recently that she is pushing for even more now in the coming years. She says there are a lot more reasons that these companies, these investments, are going to produce even higher returns for investors into 2021 and over the next 5 years. She specifically spoke about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been on everyone's mind as of recently, and she had once projected that Bitcoin would reach $500,000. She made this projection just a couple of months ago. This is a really bold prediction, similar to the one that she made with Tesla when she had originally said that Tesla would reach $4,000. Now her prediction on Tesla is true, and many people think that her prediction on Bitcoin could come true as well.
As you know, Bitcoin has doubled in the last month or so. And it crossed the 20,000 peak from 2007 and has gone to 40,000. Well, Jeff DeGraff from RenMac, he is a technician who also watches economic fundamentals as well as stock fundamentals, but he knows how to read charts, and he's seen a lot of charts. And he said this Monday on his weekly summary, he said, "I've never seen anything like this." He said, usually when there's a parabolic move like Bitcoin enjoyed in 2017, it usually takes a generation for that asset or that stock or what have you, commodity, to get back to that peak. And what he means by generation, he means 10 to 20 years. And the fact that here we are after 3 years, when I heard him say that, first of all, he didn't know what to do with it, but I thought, wow, I've never heard him say that. That means this has happened very rarely. And in fact, he does not recall anything else looking like this.
Many people believe that Bitcoin is going to play a major role in the future. And as part of the ARKW ETF, which is ARK Invest's next generation internet ETF, the one that focuses on cloud computing, cybersecurity, e-commerce, big data and AI, mobile technology, social platforms, and blockchain. In this ETF, it is made up of about 5% of Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin directly, but Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They don't invest directly into Bitcoin because of regulations and requirements, but they do invest into GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which follows the price of Bitcoin. One of the many reasons we've seen Bitcoin's price rise recently is because of institutional investors starting to put money into Bitcoin, as billions and billions of dollars start getting poured into Bitcoin from large companies as they allocate a small percentage of their portfolios into Bitcoin. Well, there's only a limited number of Bitcoin, and as more money comes in, it's going to cause the price to skyrocket.
I also am taking some confidence from the fact that we have individuals and companies calling us about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, saying, should we put some of our cash into Bitcoin? These are companies, and as you know, Square has done that, as has MicroStrategy. I think we're going to hear about more companies putting this hedge on their balance sheet as well, particularly tech companies, innovative companies who understand the technology and are comfortable with it. There's been more validation in the space when it comes to the regulators. So Brian Brooks at the OCC, Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, has basically said that public blockchains can be used for the settlement of transactions, and banks can become nodes on those public blockchains. Well, that was like a bolt of lightning. I just never expected it. And I don't think anyone else did either. From an innovation point of view, we think we have miles to go. This is just the beginning. And to put that in perspective, today, I believe Bitcoin's the equivalent of market cap or network value is a little over $700 billion. And many people, with it having doubled from 20,000 to 40,000. Those sound like huge numbers. Actually, it's only a little over 700 billion. What does that mean? Well, Tesla is over 800 billion. These are both very big ideas, some of the biggest ideas I have ever come across in my investing lifetime, which has been a long time. So I've been in the business more than 40 years. Couldn't be more excited about all of the innovation taking place now. Never seen anything like it. And I really do think some wonderful days are ahead for the exponential growth trajectories that are going to deliver superior investment returns, no matter what the environment is. We will have to go through our ups and downs, and certainly with valuations where they are right now, I'm sure we're going to go through a doozy of a correction this year at some point. I don't know when, and I don't know why, but I do know it never hurts to take profits and to keep some powder dry so that you have the psychological wherewithal when the world seems to be falling apart to pick up on bargain basement prices.
With Bitcoin right now is a major part of ARK Invest's portfolio, especially in their ARKW ETF. She also goes on to talk about Tesla, and her prediction on Tesla actually came true this past week because she had predicted years ago that Tesla would reach $4,000 per share. In 2018, she had called that, and now her prediction came true, but just a couple of years early. She said it wouldn't have happened for 2 more years. After Tesla underwent its 5-to-1 split, now Tesla passing the $800 per share price, it actually reached her target, which is huge news. Many people think that her prediction on Bitcoin will come true as well, given some time, and she just says a couple things you need to be wary of, keep an eye out for in 2021, is that we are in a bull market, but you need to keep some cash on hand because where valuations are right now, stocks are skyrocketing. They've been up dramatically in 2020. She says we're due for a correction, and it's going to be good to have some money on hand to get in when there are deals like there were during the pandemic earlier in 2020. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts on Bitcoin, on Tesla, on Cathie Wood, and on ARK Invest. Let me know what you think about all of this. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to get your 4 free stocks, each valued up to $1,600, when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.